They're viewing this as a homicide and a capital murder case. Each of them had a gunshot wound to their head. She was reported missing on December 22nd, but found on December 26th with the baby daddy, the boyfriend, who beat her up and assaulted her in 2022 and was serving a year of probation for it that the family hated. The coroner, the county medical examiner here, is saying that they believe that they've been there for 3 to 4 days. So she goes missing on the 22nd. They've been dead since the 22nd or 23rd and been sitting in that car decomposing. Was this a murder-suicide? Or was this some sort of homicide, or a hitman got hired? We don't fully know. We don't know that side of that story about what's truly happening with this case. So we have the situation coming out of San Antonio, Texas here, where an 18-year-old girl who was pregnant was found dead in a vehicle with her 22-year-old boyfriend. Now, let's go back a couple days here, okay? Originally what happened is that SAVANNAH SOTO, who was 18 years old, she was being reported as missing. Now, I want you to take a moment and try to visualize this, okay? You got Soto, who's 18 years old. You got Matthew Gora, who's 22. So Soto, 18, goes missing. Her family reports her as missing because she was a week overdue to deliver the baby, and she was scheduled to have an induced labor. Now, what we know is that the police found a vehicle with 2 people inside it, and they believe that they were there for several days. We don't know exactly where this vehicle was found, but we do know that there was a Kia Optima that was matching the description of what the parents of Soto, the 18-year-old, said that she would be in. The police chief for San Antonio, Texas, said that they could have been there up to 4 days. So think about that. 2 decomposing bodies there for 4 days. It's absolutely insane. Now, they won't officially come out and say, yes, this is the missing couple. They keep saying that, well, this matches the description of the missing couple, and we believe it's them. But due to decomposition, they can't sit there and say, yep, that is definitely them. They're going to have to do some forensics. Plus, also, when you start looking at this, they're calling it a very complex scene. Now, when we dig down deep into this entire back end of this, we start finding out that the boyfriend, this Matthew Guerra, 22 years old, was reportedly on probation for assault of that girl last year. So, according to the parents of Soto, apparently they were not okay with this boyfriend, baby daddy situation, because apparently he assaulted their daughter the year prior, was criminally charged and put on probation, but yet still hung out with her, and now she's pregnant and all this. You know, now on Christmas, Soto's mother, she said, hey, be on the lookout for a Kia Optima, had a plate tag of Tango Romeo Charlie 9447. Okay? Then, I believe it was last night, so the 26th, the day after Christmas, the police find this vehicle with 2 decomposing bodies inside of there. Now, they're not saying if it was a murder-suicide or what exactly, if it was a double suicide. We don't fully know in regard to that matter here. Again, this is coming out of San Antonio, Texas. San Antonio, Texas. Now, one news source is claiming, again, this is what they're claiming, is that they were found dead in an apartment complex parking lot in San Antonio. That we don't fully know if it's the case. That's just what one source is saying. Another source is also saying that they believe that this was a murder case, possibly a murder-suicide case. but we're not 100% sure. Again, the police are only giving us a little bit of what they know, because obviously this is a criminal investigation, and they want to make sure that if there was anyone who assisted in this, that they are held responsible as well. KTXS, I love that call sign, KTXS, K Texas. ABC 12, K Texas, they did confirm that he was on probation for assaulting her. And I guess there was some leaked documents from that court case here. I'm looking, and this was from Mariah Medina. Apparently, she dug in, and it says he's on probation. He was adjudicated probation for a period of 1 year for the offense of assault, bodily injury to a married person. And a couple different things here. So I'm looking at this right now, and he was arrested again shortly after his release for making contact with SOTO in person, but the charge was dismissed in April due to a missing witness. So there's quite a bit of things going on here with this case. So apparently he was on probation. See, I heard that from another source. I didn't know if that was actually going to turn up to be true. And I guess there was a clear alert missing. I guess it's like a, I'm not too sure what a clear alert is. I'm assuming it's like a BOLO, like a be on lookout. Oh, here we go. So the clear alert is sent out when it is believed an adult is missing, kidnapped, or abducted and is in immediate danger. So it is like a BOLO, but picture it like a Amber Alert for adults. I've never heard of a clear alert, so that's new. And I guess this here is the death of a second family member in 2 years for SOTO. Apparently, SOTO's 15-year-old brother, Ethan, was shot and killed in 2022. Now, that's a sad, this family has gone through so much living hell. I'm looking here. So it appears, okay, so we do have a photo. I'm looking at a photo right now of the active scene. We have the Kia Optima. We have what appears to be the windows down, and they put tarps over the windows. This was taken from a news helicopter here from WOAI, I believe. It does appear to be in an apartment complex. So we have this girl that goes missing on December 22nd. She's due to go to the hospital and have this baby. Well, she goes missing, never turns up at the hospital. Boyfriend goes missing as well. And they apparently are found December 26th in this parking lot of this apartment complex. So, picture that. December 22nd goes missing. December 26th, they're found. That's, if you count the 22nd, that's like 5 days, 4 or 5 days. Police believe that they've been there 3 to 4 days in this car decomposing. So something would have had to happen on the 22nd or 23rd if the police is correct on their assumption of timing. It's just, there's a lot to take in on this case here right now. There's a lot to take in on this case. But, wow. I don't know how to feel about that. I mean, I've never been involved, but I have seen relationships where one side of the family absolutely despises the other side of the family. Now, none of the ones I've witnessed have come to a murder or a murder-suicide or anything like that. I've never experienced something like that, but I have definitely seen where one side of the family despises entirely the boyfriend or the girlfriend, and I guess it's for reasons like this. But again, if you're in a relationship where there's domestic violence occurring, DV happening, you need to get out of that. You know, if he was criminally charged for assaulting his baby mama girlfriend, then that there was a red flag that, hey, you need to get out of there. You need to get out of there. If the father, if the boyfriend, the baby daddy, whatever you want to call him, if he's abusing the mother, abusing the child, putting hands on either one of them, raises his voice, that's domestic violence. That is abuse. And you need to get out of that relationship no matter what. You need to get out of that relationship. Now, I know it's easier said than done, but you need to reach out to a trusted friend, a trusted family member, and be able to you know, get the help you need, the psychological and mental help, to understand that he doesn't love you. He doesn't love you. He is feeling stuck with you. And if he's narcissistic, he found a way that he can take out that abuse on you and make you feel like you're the victim through gaslighting. That's what you really need to understand. Now, something just came up on the wire here. Apparently, a cop has told the San Antonio Express News that there was one gunshot each to their head. So this is just coming across the wire as we're speaking here. That apparently the unborn baby also died. The mother, so Soto, had a gunshot wound to the head. And that Gura, the 22-year-old boyfriend, had a gunshot wound to their head as well, and that the police listed the case as a capital murder. So this is something else, you know. So they believe that it's a homicide. So that's a lot to take in here. So, coming across the wire, and again, I'm recording this live right now. They're viewing this as a homicide and a capital murder case. Each of them had a gunshot wound to their head. She was reported missing on December 22nd, but found on December 26th with the baby daddy, the boyfriend, who beat her up and assaulted her in 2022 and was serving a year of probation for it that the family hated. The coroner, the county medical examiner here, is saying that they believe that they've been there for 3 to 4 days. So she goes missing on the 22nd. They've been dead since the 22nd or 23rd and been sitting in that car decomposing. Was this a murder-suicide? Or was this some sort of homicide, or a hitman got hired? We don't fully know. We don't know that side of that story about what's truly happening with this case. And the police are only giving us a little bit of a sliver. So, was this a murder-suicide? That's the first question. Why are they counting this as a capital murder? Why are they calling it a homicide case? Was there a weapon found in that vehicle? If there was no weapon found in that vehicle, then this is not going to be considered a murder-suicide. This is going to be considered a triple murder. Why is there a triple murder? Unborn child. Soto, Guerra. You know, was this set up by Guerra? We don't know. We don't know anything about this case, really. The police are only giving us a little bit of a sliver. Something ain't adding up here. The math is not mathing, okay? Because I don't think that they'd be using the term capital crime. I don't think that they'd be using the term a homicide case, a murder case, unless they were pretty adamant that this was not a murder-suicide. And mind you, this is coming across live as I'm recording this. I have it set up through the wire. And we're now just finding out that each of them had a GSW to the head. And now they're calling it a capital murder case. I don't think there was a weapon in that vehicle. I do not think that they found a weapon in that vehicle. But we're going to have to continue to watch this case, guys. We're going to have to continue to watch this and try to figure out what exactly is happening. And yeah, give you guys some more updates, trying to give you guys a little bit of some longer information and videos here on YouTube and slowly increase the length of this so that way it's more like a podcast style. But math ain't mathing, guys. Again, hit that subscribe button. Leave any questions, comments down in the comment section down below. And also, feel free to join the Discord. Link is in the description. We have a huge fan base over there. Friendly people. Feel free to come check it out. Thank you, guys.